Tim,
Super
Yes.
curious.
what's your topic? Now, everybody who just started this video has no idea what you're saying.
Super curious. You have to go back and watch the other one.
Super curious.
Good Lord. My topic is candy. I want to know what you guys' thoughts are on candy, what your favorite candy is, and just if you have any stories about candy. The reason I bring this up is it's weird, but it's like I feel like
Stories about candy.
no, but like I'm sure you have some. Like candy is it's a thing that is a big deal when you're little, and then as you grow up, it becomes less of a thing. But then you see things like Sweet Factory and like all these like candy places that people lose their fucking shit for. Like Nick.
I've never heard of Sweet Factory.
Oh
Really?
man, Natalie's candy in the
Natalie's
in the
candy in the
airport.
airport.
Where it's just sugar
It's
smell.
like, yeah. Oh my god. So first of all, this hits home with me because my wife and I love going into candy shops. She specifically loves the strawberries and the watermelons, like the sort of sweet and sour candies that you get. You know, the little gummy watermelons with like the sour stuff on the outside of that.
Sour Patch Kid-ish.
Yeah, Sour Patch
Ish. I'm just saying if you don't know it.
it's in the family. I am less of a candy person, but I will just strangle a white Kit Kat to death. Those are my new jam. These are the things that like I found the other day. I went to a movie, and my wife's like, "You got to try these white Kit Kats. They're good, white chocolate Kit Kats." And I was like, "I don't know, man. Kit Kats are like perfect, right? You don't need to change that." But they changed it, and they took it to the second level, and it's so good. The white chocolate Kit Kat is amazing. Now, I'm a personal fan of the Reese's peanut butter cup as being the best thing out there that you can put in your body as far as candy is concerned. But you know, all my stories of candy revolve around going to movies. When I was a kid, my entire world would be about saving enough money for on a Saturday to be able to go to a movie, get a giant Coke, and go to there used to be the Candy Saloon in Riverside, California. That's what it was called because it was more like a Western theme. I used to go and I would get just a giant king size Reese's peanut butter cup. So like there was like the four of them. Yeah. And then I would probably get some combination of Twix bars, and I'd throw a Kit Kat on there too. It was like a Taco Bell order. I'd be like, I need to have the right mixture of candies. Then of course I'd get a giant popcorn also. No wonder that I was overweight as a child. No wonder.
Mrs. Scarpino is happy to have you out of the house.
She was like, just take them, who cares? But no, my wife is much more of a sweet fiend than I am. To the point where sometimes I'll come home and you don't ask. She had a hard day. But I'll look down and she'll just be like, she like these Ritter candies, these Ritter Sport. Have you seen these?
No. Making up candies?
They're like German, I think, or European or some degree. Kevin's nodding, so he's with me on this one. But I'll come up sometimes and I'll see 4 or 5 of those little wrappers, and then I'm like, I'm not going to ask her. I'm not asking her. But I knew she had a hard day. Mm-hmm. I know she specifically has a really hard day when I see the entire bag of Oreos sitting in the trash, and there's nothing. Like in the liquor store near my house has the sleeve, just the one sleeve, and I'll see that box in there and be like, I need to just go hug my wife real quick because she's had a hard day, or she's had a great day, and it's like,
it's fuck it,
celebrate.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I've never been that big of a candy person. Like, I don't understand people that are like, I'm not a sweets guy. I fucking hate sweets. Like my good friend Alfredo. He's one of those dudes. And my entire life with him, he's just been like, I hate sweets. I just don't do sweets. And like, that's been a defining factor of his life. Like his birthdays, he'd always make a big deal that he's not getting cake and he doesn't like cake and all this stuff. And then somewhere along the line, I realized, I had like a weird flashback, like in the Saw movies when it all starts to make sense. And I had all these flashbacks of the different times I've been with Alfredo when he's just fucking shoving gummy bears in his mouth or like just eating chocolate like unnecessarily. And like all this stuff, I'm like, you fucking love sweets. You don't like cake. There's a big difference, Alfredo. When you're addicted to literally anything with sugar in it, like you like sweets. You can't just walk around like you're this damn freaking anti-sweet.
Fucking holier than thou, anti-sweet motherfucker.
Not talking shit.
I would have
about
believed
people.
it because he just always has a 6-pack.
Yeah, but I mean,
always
he eats like a freaking like you think of Alfredo's eating habits as being like, oh, he's trying to get ripped, so he's eating this very specific diet. It's like he is eating that diet, and then he's eating a shit ton of gummy bears.
Oh no, I've since had some light shed on that, where he has to. Alfredo unfortunately has the genetic makeup of the alpha god, because in order to gain weight, he must eat an additional 2,000 to 3,000 calories a day. And so I've been with Alfredo where it's the end of the night and I'm like, dude, I really want one of those hot dogs right now with some fries, but I can't do it. I can't, because if I do it, I'll gain weight. And he's like, oh, okay. And goes and buys like he's like, I'll get 2 hot dogs, throw in some cheese fries on top of that with some bacon. Yeah, bacon and a Coke. And I'm like, how are you doing this? He's like, I got to have 4th meal. I got to gain weight. And I'm like, fuck, that's so polar opposite from me. So opposite from me.
Yeah. But I've never understood the like going into these places and like that you get the bag and like put all the stuff in. I'm not into that. Like
Oh,
that's
the loose
like,
candy shit?
yeah, it's like a
no,
little
thanks.
too much for me and all that. I love me some gummy bears. I think gummy bears are a very important thing in society and just how everything works. It really holds it together. There's like this nice thing to it. Starburst, I get down on them.
Yeah.
I love them. Like, ooh, all about that. Then you get into the chocolate world, and like there's a big argument of is chocolate candy, which we don't need to get into right now.
Candy bars. Yeah, so
But
it
then you get the
counts.
candy bars, and you're like, okay, but it's the C's candy. C's chocolate. Is it called C's candy?
Seas candy, yeah.
Damn. All right, there you go. You have your answer, Tim Gettys. Why are you sounding so stupid right now?
Idiot.
But then you get me a box of C's chocolate, C's candy, whatever. I am going to get in on that.
Sure.
And like, I do then have a problem where I just don't stop, where it's like I just want to eat it all. And I eat a lot of it. But I don't ever feel the need to, I'm going to go buy some chocolate right now. But if it's put in front of me, I'm not only going to have one. You know?
Yeah,
Sure,
no,
sure.
I've always been more of a savory guy. So if you put candy in front of me or
Pizza.
gravy fries, come on. Like those fries we had at that freaking,
Oh.
what was that place called?
Vortex.
Vortex in
Jesus.
Atlanta, Georgia.
I think about those
Holy
sometimes.
Shit, I think about them all. I think about them every day.
I was very proud of San Diego. How all of a sudden carne asada fries were everywhere this year.
Yeah.
Every place had cheese fries with
man.
carne
Yeah.
asada on them, and
That sounds
yeah.
good.
Sorry, Kevin.
My whole stance with candy is that I'm not into it. Like I first of all, let's step back a minute. Like the whole gum idea, gum grosses me out. Like it's disgusting. I hate it. It's like so
Chewing
awful.
something over and over again.
Yeah, it's just like I don't like being around it. I don't like. It's just like grosses me out. It skews me out. It's like one of my things. Like I don't want it around me. I don't. It's weird.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But then I always felt weird because like I used to sell or give away my candy when I was a kid for Halloween. Like I'd like to dress up and go around, but I wouldn't eat any of it. And like there were like
You would sell your Halloween candy?
Yeah.
God, you're a fucking genius.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just
I mean,
other kids.
yeah, like I used to. There was one kid in particular that was a neighbor of mine, and I used to trade him my candy for his GI Joes.
Oh, wow,
Oh
nice.
my God.
That's a
The
great
come up.
trade.
Yeah. So
Great
like I'd
trade.
be like, I want Alley Viper and Target
Yeah.
and third generation Duke and the Snake Eyes, and I'll give you my bag of candy.
That reminds me of one of those trades
That's
that
genius.
that his parents are gonna come over later and be like, "You have to give Jimmy back his toys." He's like, "Nah, you traded me."
No,
And
I'd
it's
be
just
like,
like,
"No,
that's
get the
not
fuck
how
out
it
of my
works. She's
house."
like, God
Like, you
damn
I
need
was
to
it.
like,
teach your son to not be a fucking idiot.
Fuck out of my
Yeah,
house.
dude.
8-year-old Colin Moriarty to some parents.
But the thing is, I was always self aware of how weird it was that I didn't like candy. I don't like chocolate at all, and there are certain outliers. It's funny you brought them too. Like I like gummy bears. I think gummy bears are good. Like Haribo, whatever. Like that shit's good. Like I do like that, and I like Starburst, specifically the orange and the yellow ones, which I
That's
know.
so weird.
Like I like those.
Colin Mori motherfucking Artie.
Yeah. So
You have a sick, fucked up problem.
Yeah,
my
you
friend.
really
yeah, no
do.
doubt.
You
You think
really
that has
do.
nothing to do with candy. But generally, like to Nick's point, I like fatty foods and like salty foods
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I just eat like shit. And the thing is that if I was all like, I don't like cake, I don't like cupcakes, I don't like that kind of shit at all. I don't like pie, I don't like any of that kind of stuff. And I don't like chocolate, and I don't like candy, and I don't like candy bars, and I don't like any of that kind of. If I liked that in addition to the things I eat, I'd be fucked.
Yeah, you'd be dead.
Like because I eat a lot of fatty foods. You put a cheeseburger in front of me, I'll eat that shit all day. You put a fucking pizza in front. I ordered a fucking pizza when you guys were gone. I ate the whole thing at once. All 8 slices of it.
Pizza's awesome.
Like
That's
I
good.
like
Pizza's awesome.
so I
case
go
you're
in,
wondering.
I go fucking in, but it's more on the savory or the
Sure.
fatty food. So like burgers, fries, hot like you put cheese. I used to just take a fucking baking sheet, dump an entire bag of frozen fries on it, cook them for half an hour, then take like 10 or 12 pieces of American cheese, put them on it, then put it back in the oven for 5 minutes, and then just dip it in like mayonnaise.
Yeah, I remember.
That's my shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's how I fucking roll. But with this other shit, no, I can't.
I prefer the savory, the wings, the pizza. Obviously, that's what my vices are. But every so often, I want candy, and I'll give you the 3 that are going to be on there. All right. Number 1, and this is a legacy collection that I still want every so often, but it's not the one people now know me for because I've been sending people to heaven or hell based on another choice. The one that I'm always going to tell you that's number 1, top of the pyramid, Nestle Crunch Bar. Under fucking rated how good the Nestle
It
Crunch
is.
is.
It
I once
really
wrote an
is.
article in college where I contacted the Nestle Corporation because I had a theory they were phasing it out. Because in Colombia, all I could find anymore was the Nestle Caramel, the thing Shaq was always fucking trying to promote or whatever. They assured me Nestle Crunch would never go away, and it never has. So I appreciate that. Number 2, again, this is a note. Now that we've said Nestle Crunch number 1, whatever. The other 2 that I'll tell you that I'll crave every so often, M&M's.
Yeah.
I'm at the
yeah.
airport. I see some M&Ms.
Peanut or regular?
No, regular. Get your peanut shit out of here.
No. See, here's the thing.
Fuck you.
I'm not with that. Like, I love M&Ms.
Yeah.
But peanut M&Ms, they've earned their spot.
No, that's some-
I think crispy M&Ms
that's
as
some
well
broke-ass
have
bullshit.
kind of like made their way into the lexicon of the world.
Sure.
They belong there. They've earned their keep.
You're wrong and stupid.
No.
Brown bag M&Ms. That's where it's at. I was
As opposed to the yellow bag.
exactly.
Okay.
or the blue
Or
now,
the blue.
or the orange,
no, blue
or
used
the
to,
tan.
crispy used to be blue. Now it's some other bullshit.
Yeah.
I ain't down with that.
tan. They don't do that anymore.
Like
do they?
almond. They were like almond.
No.
There was
Oh, those were good. I
there
love
were
almonds.
I was peeing at Comic-Con, getting ready to do the Telltale reading or whatever, and on the side of the urinal there was a little bag of mini M&Ms. I was like, that sounds like a good idea right now.
Mini M&Ms.
No, just a
Oh my
miniature
god!
bag.
Shout out
fun
to
size.
M&M minis
No,
in the little lightsaber
no,
tube thingy.
No, you are full of bad ideas. Stop giving shout outs to bad things. Keep it pure. Regular Crunch, regular M&Ms.
Okay.
And what's number 3?
Number 3, of course, is Mounds Bars.
Mounds bars.
Mounds Bars are so fucking good.
Not the other ones.
No,
Mounds
not
bars are
Almond
the ones
Joys. But I don't
without-
mind. Here's the thing, and I know that for some of you it's blasphemy. Almond Joy, Mounds, it's inner fucking changeable. So let's just get over it. Whichever one you prefer,
But
that's the one I'm talking
Almond
about. all right?
Joys have almonds. Mounds don't.
I know, because sometimes you feel like a nut, and sometimes you don't. Yeah, I know.
Damn.
That was a brilliant marketing campaign.
It really
Yeah.
was.
Let me ask you a question
Yeah,
about
lay it on me.
M&Ms.
Oh,
In my mind, I remember so clearly this happening.
Mm-hmm.
But there are young people walking around the world that take the blue M&M for granted, I think. 'Cause
Oh,
you guys,
yeah.
do you guys remember
Oh,
when the
yeah.
blue M&M came out?
yeah. We got
It was in the
brown,
mid-90s.
and we got tan. Get rid of fucking tan. Nobody cares. Give me a new color. Get it in there.
I just remember that being a huge deal. Like, remember you could vote. It was like a
Is
thing
that
where
not
you,
the one they eliminated, or do you not know what we're talking about?
Did they eliminate one?
Yes.
I
They had 2 shades of brown, and one of them fell.
it was at the same. Is this
Go
at the
get
same
us some
time?
M&Ms
Yeah.
and a pizza.
Because
right
I think
now,
it was like
Kevin, and we're gonna
95
sort
and
this out.
96 or so.
Yeah.
Because I remember on TV you could call and vote for like which, and there was like 4 or 5 different colors you could vote for.
and we wanted that blue one so
and,
fucking
and
bad.
blue
We got
won.
it.
And I
We
remember
got it.
that just being so weird because it's hard for me to imagine a handful of M&Ms or a bowl of M&Ms without
Yeah.
blue in it. But that didn't exist. The blue M&M never existed until 20 years ago, and I think that's lost on a lot of people.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, that's the thing. Blue is very important to everybody. But I did not know that one got eliminated.
Yeah, that was it. They were phasing one out.
Is that a fact?
didn't know that
Kevin,
either.
are you Googling this? He's on
Thank
it.
you,
All right,
Kevin.
yeah.
Thank
We'll
you.
get to that.
Now,
Hey,
yeah.
Google.
The problem.
Hey Google, what M&M got eliminated for blue M&M? And then it's like, well, I'll call the
Send.
emergency room for you and dial 911.
The thing about M&Ms, Greg, is that it's such an obvious choice. It's such an obvious choice.
But it's again because you're all going to fucking candies no one's ever heard
No,
of. You're
but
like,
the
oh,
M&M
alligator
is
clamps are my
so-
favorite one. They're licorice hybrid with pretzels. Nobody knows what the fuck you're saying.
so-
M&Ms are pure and delicious.
what I feel like what happened with the M&Ms was that to me, and I think to everyone else would agree with this, is that they've been largely overshadowed by the superior candy, which is the Skittle. The Skittle is the jam.
Okay, Skittles are the jam, and I can't hate on them, but I mean, they're not M&Ms, bro.
They
No,
look
man.
similar, but they're very
Every time if
different.
I see a Skittle or I see an M&M, I want the Skittle 9 out of 10 times.
Skittles are the candy I equate, with 8th grade sleepovers, drinking Coke, and you're like when your parents first got their Sam's Club or Costco, depending on your part
Right.
of the country, and they'd be a sleepover. And you have a crate of soda and a crate of Skittles.
They call
And
that the type 2 diabetes special.
You'd eat these things, your teeth would hurt by
Well,
the end
yeah,
of it.
well,
You
that's
have
the thing.
your tongues are sandpaper.
Exactly.
Yeah, you take them, you just put it all in your mouth, and you just kind of crunch all
And
of
you
them
get one
together
giant
until all of a
glob.
sudden your mouth is just
Until
hurting.
your right arm doesn't work anymore.
Yeah,
what the fuck
but like
happened?
that's
Someone get this man an
Skittles.
insulin shot.
Yeah.
There's so many different candies, and I feel like Snickers. Snickers are
Oh,
good. They're
Snickers,
classics,
good.
but like they're not. I don't think they're gonna win any awards.
No
you
one's
know?
craving a Snickers.
Then there's just the Hershey's chocolate bars, which are
Love
great,
it.
but you get over
Love
them really
it.
fast, and
No,
that's a
I
problem.
could jam those. Yeah. What is the? Sorry to interrupt you out. What is the other crunch candy? It's the yellow one. That's what I'm trying to figure out. You know how when you get the small
Peanut
little
butter.
candies? No, you get the small candies.
Crackle?
The
Oh,
crackles.
oh,
the
sorry.
jam.
That knockoff Hershey's shit that you only get out of those fucking mixture bags.
No, they were
Let's
different.
get
They
a
had- they were-
mixture full of fucking fun size bags. You get these candies like I've never seen these in stores. What the fuck is going on?
like the milk, like the. Well, it's not. It's not. The
It's like,
yeah,
oh,
the
it's
Milky
Halloween,
Way.
and Mr. Hershey's like making a bunch of other bullshit candy. All right, we can't just give out Hershey's bars or the one Hershey bar with the almond in it.
There's the Milky Way also, which
Yeah,
you're
Milky
like,
Way.
you're like,
I love the
I
Milky
want
Way.
this to be a Snickers bar every time I see it. I'm like,
really?
oh, fucking
It's
Milky
good.
Way.
It's got the
I
nougat and it
love,
floats.
yeah, Milky
What's
Way's
the one
good.
that's just nougat? It's not a Baby Ruth. It's no.
Oh,
They're-
Henry.
No, they're super
naming
soft.
Charleston Chew.
I'm just naming candies.
Mr. Good Bar? Is it a Good Bar?
I've
No,
heard
that's
again.
not it.
Good
I've
bars
heard
are the
that, but I don't
bullshit
know.
ones you get.
I'm thinking that there's one specifically where
Bars OG.
it's just chocolate and it's just really soft.
That's what I said.
No, it's really soft nugget. Like
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll have to look it up.
Let's talk about the lazy ass payday.
Oh,
No,
God.
the Payday's
Like,
the bomb.
shit some caramel out of a tube
What do you gotta do?
into
The-
some
Paydays-
peanuts.
no, they're good.
roll
It's
around,
good. It's
shove it in
good,
a bag.
The Payday bar is the jam. You're out of your fucking mind that you don't
How
like
can we
the
make
Payday
this candy bar look even more like poop?
Oh my God.
You put it in your mouth, and it's salty nuts wrapped around a nougaty poop bar. It's so good. Are you kidding me?
The Butterfinger.
I was gonna ask you
is-
guys what you think about the Butterfinger.
I really enjoy it, but the problem is it always leaves my mouth
Yep.
feeling not good.
Gets
it gets
all
stuck
up in your
everywhere.
teeth.
Then you rip up your tongue and stuff, which is why when you get into sour candies, it causes so much problems. Sour Patch Kids,
Yep.
Warheads, all that stuff.
Warheads,
Good luck
no.
with your mouth for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
next
yeah.
week. You're
Yeah,
about to
yeah.
fuck up your day.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's worth it. Sour Skittles, any sour anything, like it fucks it
I
up,
can't screw
man.
with the sour. The sour Skittles to me were like when they did, like they had the original Transformers and then they did like spin-off series. And you're like, yeah, they're good, but they're not Transformers. Like Skittles are Skittles. Don't give me the tropical fruit blend of Skittles. Are you fucking kidding me?
Here's my question. I never found out what is a whatchamacallit. Commercial ran nonstop during cartoons.
Whatchamacallit?
And it was like,
Whatchamacallit?
but no one knows. No one. I never
one
ordered
knows.
one. I never
Yeah.
knew what they were.
I was just having a flashback that you guys would really enjoy. We used to go to this. Me and my friends used to bike to this deli called Jim's Deli, and it's like you get sandwiches, candy, whatever. And my friends would always get. You guys just remind me like they would get candies and like Jolt and shit like that.
yeah,
and,
yeah.
and then I would just get like a ham sandwich and a Snapple. That was like 8 or 9 years old. They're like, even then they're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I want something of substance here. You
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
are eating fucking." Warheads and shit and drinking Jolt for some reason, which is like the worst.
No, I think
And I'm gonna have a fucking Snapple like a Long Islander should, and I'm gonna fucking have myself a sandwich.
Damn.
Even at 8 or 9 years old.
this is pissing me off. I gotta know what this is. Not a Mars bar, is it? No.
There was a Mars bar.
What was the
I
answer to
think
the M&M
Twix doesn't get enough love. I like Twix a lot.
Oh my god, Kevin!
The blue M&M.
Yeah, what about it?
What's its history?
do
What
they-
did it
Said you
kill?
lied to us because
Why
you said
are
you
you
were
so
looking it up.
fucking weird?
All right, you aren't. What are you lying or aren't you lying?
No, I was trying to read it, but you guys are talking way too loud.
Color changes in chocolate M&M. In early 1995, I was right. I can't believe I remember the fucking date of that. That's such a weird thing,
Dude,
Mars-
history happens so often in our life, so little in our life.
History
it's
happens
like
so often.
M&M's in '95, Bulls win some championships.
Y2K
9/11. I don't know.
Yeah,
That
damn.
was-
It says in early 1995, Mars ran a promotion in which consumers were invited to vote on which of the blue, pink, or purple would replace tan M&Ms.
it was tan that went down.
Blue was the winner, replacing tan in
History.
the fall of 1995. Consumers could vote by calling 1-800-FUN-COLOR. Ads for the new blue colors featured a plain and an almond blue M&M character as red and yellow take notice of trying to do takes in the commercial by painting themselves blue when they appear on stage with B.B. King singing the blues.
Yeah.
I remember that. That's so weird.
So I don't like how M&M's like, fuck phone numbers. Yeah, phone numbers, 7 numbers? No, fun color. No.
So it's just fun color. I remember when I would have.
Oh, it is? It's
It must be because I remember being so confused by that when I was a kid that like I would dial like for similar numbers I would dial like the 2 like really quick before like it went in thinking that's what I had to do, but it should just be the first 7.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Like the extras, they're just extra. Yeah. But yeah, no. There's rules, Eminem. If you don't have 7, you fucking deal with that. You get creative. You figure out what
Call-
the 7 should be.
Call 1-800-FUN-COLOR.
This is pissing
Yeah,
me
good
off.
call.
This
Good
is
call,
pissing me
Colin.
off so bad.
Hold on, we're doing it. All
Can
right,
I just
so
say this has been an excellent episode of this show?
1-800.
God damn it. I'm looking at the bag right now and I can't see.
I know. I'm looking for the
Which one it is.
You.
I'm gonna
and then
figure
just
this
color
out, guys.
until I run out of letters.
Yeah, COLO.
3 Musketeers. That's what it's called.
LO. 5.
Where's he? At?
That's the one I don't like.
That's it.
That's the one I don't
That's the
like.
because the 3 Musketeers is like it should have everything else.
Oh, it's still ringing off the hook.
Yeah.
It's like
Trying to
just,
figure out what's happening with it.
that'd be hilarious if that actually rang. Someone would be like, "What? Hello?"
Mr. M&M man. Yeah, no one has called it 1-800-FUN-COLOR in,
Like the
in
fucking
19
the
years.
yellow M&M answers, and he's all like, "Hey, I'm trying to find the green M&M. You seen it?"
To get
around?"
back to whatever the fuck a whatchamacallit was, Christine walked in when we were doing that. She says she used to eat them. They were good, or they were okay, not great. And I said, okay, but what's the makeup of the candy bar? She said, had caramel, like crispy things.
Look up. Can you look at?
It's like a fucking... we're deciphering cave drawing.
Yeah,
What?
It had like it wasn't a wafer, but it was like
So, like, is it a Nestle Crunch?
Like Heath?
It had
Heath?
caramel. Stop. Crispy things. Stop.
Kevin.
She's on it like Pluto beaming back
Kevin,
information to us.
go to the store, Kevin. Go to the store and get us 3 whatchamacallits, some bit of honey, and
Those
a large
don't
pizza.
exist anymore. There's
Can you
no
get
way.
us? Oh, I guarantee you can find them
Really?
somewhere. Yeah.
Whatever
Whatchamacallits?
happened to the
That's a
commercial? Whatchamacallit?
Whatchamacallit?
Those are real.
They don't
And some high C.
advertise them anymore.
Everybody orders them?
Everybody already knows what whatchamacallit is.
Clearly not. Greg doesn't. I have no idea.
They weren't that great. I don't-
Okay,
They were
there.
there.
Here we go.
Before we-
The 1987 whatchamacallit commercial.
I remember this.
Whatchamacallit? Whatchamacallit? This is, by the way, the world's worst advertisement. It's just confusing as shit. Literally, I think a line in this was peanuts, caramel. I don't know. Maybe wafer. Maybe whatchamacallit?
All right, here you
When
go.
your commercial's about not knowing what it is, I never knew what it was.
Are you ready?
I don't know. Can we try that? I don't know. Is it like peanut butter? Is it I'm really allergic to peanuts.
This candy bar was first introduced in 1978. The whatchamacallit name was devised by Patricia Volk, the writer of Stuffed: Adventures of a Restaurant Family, when she was the associate creative director at Doyle, Dane, and Bernbach, and was in charge for new brands on the Hershey account. From 1987 to 2008, whatchamacallit had included peanut-flavored crisp that utilizes peanut butter as the flavoring agent, with a layer of caramel and a layer of chocolate coating. In the late 1980s, a commercial was created in a new wave style, referring to the bar in various ways to whatchamacallit, including names that had been made up, such as Wow Zamadula. Hershey's whatchamacallit is found in recipes for various food items, including pies, cookies, cheesecakes, and cupcakes.
Holy shit.
If you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Game Over Greggy show. Each and every week, 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather on this table. Each bring a random topic of discussion for your amusement. If you like that, hit us up at patreon.com/kindafunny. Throw us a few bucks and you get the show early each and every Friday. If you don't have any money to give us, it's no big deal. Head over to youtube.com/kindafunny where it's broken out topic by topic, day by day, until we post the entire thing the following Friday. We did God's work today.
We did. I told you this one was worth $1. Give
me a pound.
Bam.
Now let's record a Gamescast that ain't worth shit.
Yeah.
Until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.
If anyone ever brings up candy corn or sweeties, sweet tarts,
How about circus
get the
peanuts?
fuck- oh God, no.
Candy corn's not that bad.
What about the peeps?
just
What about
saying.
peeps?
Peeps, you were talking about my mom Jamie before.
Candy corn. Get the fuck out.
Mom's thing with candy corn, or I'm sorry, with Peeps, is this is my mom being super fucking
I'm glad
weird.
they're gone for this. By the way.
Me too. We don't get to spend
just
enough time
mom.
together. I was sad we didn't spend more time at Comic-Con. My mom's thing with get out of here, Kev.
Pixie sticks are good.
No, they're terrible. You're stupid. Peeps' mom will open the package and let them sit for like a day or two, so they get stale. Mom, you're weird. Love you though, but you're weird.
Oh Jesus! A stale nacho. Why do you want that?